Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily, and today we have day number 7 of my current Everyday Pat McGrath Lab series that I am running here on my channel. If you are new to the series or new to my channel, this is where I am doing a very simple everyday makeup look using one of my Pat McGrath Labs motherships or palettes in my collection to inspire you to use these very expensive palettes. Today we have Divine Rose 1, one of my absolute top favorite motherships. She holds such a special place in my heart, and I am very excited to create a look. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before we do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's zoom on in and create a look. Divine Rose 1 today. I have already primed my lids using my Rare Beauty eye primer. I am just going to stick to this palette, and I'm actually going to do one of my go-to looks. I've kind of done something like this on my channel before, but it was a really long time ago, and it's kind of honestly when I pick up this palette and like need to create a look in a rush, this is like my 100% go-to kind of everyday look. So I'm going to start with my What's Up Beauty R103 and dip into this like smoky purple matte here. I really need to clean my brushes. I'm just procrastinating on it. And I am going to start by softly wiggling this into the outer corner. This matte is ever so slightly too deep for me, really, as a transition shade, so I just like to start really slow with a small amount of product and just build casually and like blend it out. If you were in a rush and you're kind of my coloring or paler, and this is a bit too dark for you and you don't have the time to blend it, I would just recommend going in with a lighter transition shade from another palette or your bronzer or something like that. But obviously, world is your oyster. We are like proper winter time here now, in the sense that it's just like 8 degrees in the morning and stuff, which for most of you watching might be just like that's warm to you. But for us where I live, that's like freezing cold. Like we are just like beside ourselves with what we're doing, because you know, normally we don't get super cold. We might get those days in like dead of winter, but it's like May. It's still not officially winter for us. Officially winter for Australia is like the 1st of June. So the fact that we're already so cold right now in May, we're just all like, what is happening? So I need to like go and buy some winter clothes and stuff, because honestly, I can usually escape each winter with like not really investing too much extra kind of money into my wardrobe, because I don't really need usually that much stuff. But you know how like winter knits, they kind of only last a certain amount of time, especially if you haven't bought like super good quality ones. So my winter knits have kind of lasted about 3 years, so now I need to go and buy like some new ones. And I don't buy crazy expensive ones because I work from home, and you know, I'm just either going to be wearing them around the house. This is just a fluffy BK 201 with no color on it. I'm just either going to be wearing it around the house to work from home, or like, you know, film YouTube videos and stuff. So I don't like to buy super expensive ones because I'm probably going to get like makeup on them or just kind of trash them a little bit. I'm not loving the way this eye has just not been blending how it used to. Like, what I'm trying to get to with this whole conversation is, 1, I need to buy some new winter knits, and 2, my skin's really dry because it's so cold, and my lids get even drier, and then this happens. So I'm actually going to dip into Velvet Liaison here and just dip a little bit into this shade just to try and blend this out a little bit more, because when my lids get really dry, my shadow like bunches up like this. It's really honestly not the shadow, it's my lids. It happens all the time when they get extra dry. I do have hooded eyes, so it kind of just, you know, the hood kind of hides it, but still. So just ignore that. It's just my lid right now. I did use face oil and everything as well today. I used extra hydration, but alas. See, and like this side, it's not doing it. So now this side is like super darker through the crease, and then I'm gonna have to build this side up, and I just need my lids to be a little bit more like sisters and not distant cousins right now. First world problems. I've just dipped into that same purple matte and I'm picking up my Lethal Cosmetics 205 angle brush and I'm just going to tap this into the outer corner here. Taking my Intensify stick from Pat now, I'm going to put this on about 3/4 of the lid. Taking my Refa number 27, I am going to dip into this shadow right here, which is actually my favorite shadow in this entire palette. It is so absolutely stunningly beautiful. It really is. I'm going to press this over the lids. Now again, if that transition shade is looking just too deep for you for the everyday, everyone's version of an everyday look, I'll say it again, I've probably said it a few times already in this series, it's subjective, right? It's dependent on what you really, an everyday makeup look is what makes you feel you're most confident, right? So it's completely subjective. You might want to go more deep, might want to go lighter, you might want to skip transition shades and just do a one and done with the metallic. You might want to just do an all matte look. Like, it's just really subjective. So you tailor it to what makes you feel like you. But as I was saying, if it's too deep, just use a lighter transition shade, or if it's not deep enough, use a darker one. This shadow for me is so utterly beautiful. It's just such a gorgeous, like rosy, pinky, goldy, shifty color. Oh, stunning. See how lovely and wearable that is? Oh, I love it. Going back into that original What's Up Beauty brush, I'll just tap a teensy bit of that purple color back on the brush, just a really small amount, just to like marry these together a little bit. I am going to take a Refa 14 and dip in just a smidge of the dark brown, just a really small amount. And I'll just marry that into the outer corner here a little bit. And then slightly through the crease, just using a really soft touch. Again, you could totally skip that step, you could totally go deeper, whatever you like. We're gonna leave the eye look here for now. I'm gonna do the speed through of my base makeup like I've been doing all the other days, and then we'll come back, finish it all up. Alrighty, base makeup is done. I'm just taking a pencil brush and dipping into this purple matte. And you know, lower lash line's always super boring. I apologize, but I am who I am. You would have seen in my speed through, by the way, that I used the new Natasha Denona concealer and color corrector. My review for that will already be up on my channel, but this is my second day of testing it. I'm gonna go into this one for the inner corner. I'm actually going to just like swoop that up in here a little bit. Black eyeliner from Victoria Beckham for my top waterline and the eye brightener for my bottom waterline. You know the deal by now, Victoria Beckham Future Lash, and then we will do lips. For lips, I'm going to take my Tower 28 lip liner in Fill Me In. For my lipstick, I'm going to take Oasis from Hourglass. Honestly, these Hourglass lipsticks are some of the best lipsticks I have ever tried. Truly. Okay. I am going to fix my hair and do jewelry and all that and zoom out and show you guys the finished look, so 2 seconds. Alrighty, and this is the finished look using Divine Rose 1. What do you guys think? This is honestly my go-to look whenever I use Divine Rose 1. I always use that purple shade and then like the matte shade, and then I always pop that special shade over the top, and then I switch out the inner corner between that white special shade and the champagne shade depending on my mood. Sometimes I get a little bit fancy and add like a little bit of a smoky liner across the lash line too, but yeah, this is definitely my favorite go-to look from that palette. Let me know what you guys think of the look below. Again, I hope you're enjoying the series so far, fingers crossed, and if you're watching till this point, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!